And in terms of successful histories, uh, please applause to Belen Montes because she's a lady in Padel, in the Padel market. Belen, can you introduce to us the Padel Nuestro history? And for example, did you meet any differences around the world and in Europe, for example, in terms of growth or the relationship with the investors and the different approach and support in terms of marketing, but not only?
Yeah, first of all, thanks so much to invite me. Yeah, with Padel Nuestro, I've been involved in the padel industry for more than 10 years. My parents played padel over 20 years, so I really love padel. And when I get to Padel Nuestro, I really try to give my advice or give my experience. And like I always think that we think about marketing, about pay, media, money, but padel is padel, pickleball, sorry, and tennis. It is a community, it is a feeling, it is a passion. So we don't have to sponsor, we don't have to spend a lot of money. We have to think that we are playing with the heart, and people love padel. So when we do marketing, we have to think about different things. So when we start to grow Padel Nuestro, we set up shops all over the world. We already have more than 40 shops in Dubai, in Milan, and in Italy we have around 20. And when we start to set up a shop, we saw that the people come to the shop and get a racket and go. But this is the same to get it online, So if you're really thinking about offline or online, you really have to make a difference. So when we start to think that there is a study that says that when people come to your club or people come to your place, 1% with the feeling what they finish when they go with the experience, 1% is what they touch, 2% is what they see, and 3% is what they hear. But 35% is what they smell. So with this study, we say, okay, it is important in our shop today have a good experience. So we start to put good smell in all over the shop, which I didn't know that until we start to study. So this is an experience, but this is an example that we sometimes are with the marketing. Now, market is everything, and marketing could spend a lot of money, spending a sponsorship. So we have to really think about it, what our person, our client, our customer, our player need. Maybe they don't need to just spend a lot of money. Maybe they need, in your club, a nice girl in the reception smiling and saying good morning, and that's it. They're happy and they're gonna come back for this. So that's what I as my experience, I want to show to you, to tell you that marketing could be a lot of things, but we have to really take care about the feelings, the neuromarketing, because we are playing with feelings. Padel is a passion, so we have to play with passion when we work in padel industry.
We are going to build relationships, no? It's like in love relationships, it's exactly the same. We always listen about love brand, but what's a love brand? No, Marcus, you talked about Rolex or Coca-Cola or whatever. And instead, sometimes there are some other companies and brands, they invested a very large budget, but the results are really, really little small, no? So why? That's it, empathy. Empathy, it's also when we are building a marketing strategy. Now we have all the marketing tools are interactive tools. So if we don't use data, we talked about that, perhaps we are not really smart, no? Because the data are telling us to the brand and the organization and whatever, so many information, so useful. But data is not just a number, are so many different perspectives of the same number.
Yeah, I mean, my advice here, or as my experience, is like, okay, Apple did this and invest a lot of money in branding and stuff, and Apple was good for Apple. But maybe it's not good for your club or for your app or wherever is your business in Padel. So you really have, first, to do anything, you have to study your buyer persona, your buyer person. mix it Spanish, sorry.
Very personal, it's correct.
Sounds similar. So you really have to study why the people want to come to your place, why the people want to buy your product, and after that you have to make your business marketing plan. But no, just copy and do whatever the other people do or spend money. You know, you have to be smarter and you have to play with heart because padel is a feeling.
It is, exactly. Also because it's a very social sport, no? And the first thing that I don't know, I don't play paddle, but I have to. I'm better in tennis, but however, it's interesting because you are always with your partner, no? So the first one for example, I'm going to share something, it's my partner. Oh, do you have something new? What do you think about that? What's your feeling? And it's interesting, I'm not just in competition, but it's nice also here because I'm looking some teams that they are friends and they share the experience, they go together into the court. It's something, it's like in the rugby, we call it il terzo tempo, no? The third time, and it's interesting for the brands as well. Brands and responsibility, engagement, emotion. Wow, there's a there's a huge work for who's managing marketing in different way. It's interesting also, I wanted to understand which is the role. Thanks, Belen.